that will cost the 34-year-old infielder the rest of the season. Not that he's missing much. The Reds 17.5 out of first, and with the first place Cardinals in town for 3, chances are that lead only getting bigger. Top of the third, runner on first for Reggie Sanders, who takes Harang to the gap in left center, and that will roll all the way to the wall. Albert Pujols scores from first, 1-0 Cards, but we are not done with Colonel Sanders. Top 5, fundamentally sound because he can use the entire field. 2-run homer, only the 7th long ball Harang's given up all year. 3-0 Cards. Meanwhile, Chris Carpenter, looking to notch his 10th win this season, gets Jason LaRue for one of his 8 strikeouts. And when the Reds manage to get good wood off Carpenter, well, Rich Aurilia to deep center, where Taguchi's doing his best Jim Edmonds impersonation. Take a second look, because Aurilia needs one. Taguchi gets a hand in the fence for some extra leverage and robs Aurilia. Top 7, now 4-0. Ryan Wagner facing Albert Pujols. Advantage Fat Albert. Hey. That's a homer. 2-run job. 6-zip bottom 9. Carpenter tossing the shutout. Not anymore. Felipe Lopez homers to right center. His 12th. Breaks up the shutout, but that's it. Joe Randa strikes out to end it. The Reds offense held to 4 hits, 6-1 the final. Harang gives up 8 hits and 5 earned and 6 1/3. After 3 straight wins, he's now lost 4 straight starts. Joe Randa goes 2 for 4. The rest of the Reds just 2 for 26. Albert Pujols' 2 for 3 effort has him now batting .386 career against the Redlegs.
You go through, streaks not only as a hitter but as a pitcher, and I didn't think he pitched that bad tonight, but again, St. Louis is the type of club that has just like the Red Sox, I guess, and they're gonna, when there is a mistake, not too many times they're gonna miss it.
I don't know if any of you guys have a horseshoe, can you give it to me, please?
In firing Dave Miley and Don Gullett and hiring Jerry Narron and Vern Rule, Dan O'Brien is hoping that change is going to last.
To play to the fullest extent of our capabilities as a team. That doesn't mean I can give you a win total, doesn't mean I can give you an ERA or a batting average for the team or defense. But I think when all is said and done at the end of the year, we all can reflect back and say, did we maximize the talent that we had here over the last 3+ months of the season?
No promises made to these two guys. There's Narron sharing a laugh with Junior before the game against the Cards. 2-1 St. Louis in the second. Cards pitcher Jason Marquis with a bloop to center, just out of the reach of Lopez. A run-scoring single up Brandon Clausen, and Vern Rule makes his first appearance as pitching coach. Bottom 2, Joe Randa. Taking Marquis deep to center, and that will go to the grassy knoll. Randa's 11th, and check out the fan using his crutch to get the ball. Now that's getting the most out of your cane. Narron decides to start Javier Valentin tonight, which is a good call. Deep to right, into the bullpen, 3-run homer, his 3rd. 5-3 Reds. Bases loaded now, 6-4 in the 3rd, and Marquis is wild. Walks Valentin. Ken Griffey Jr. come on down, 7-4. 2 batters later, Lopez against Brad Thompson to the gap in left center. Reggie Sanders with a diving attempt, can't make the catch. Adam Dunn scores. William Opeña is coming around, and Valentin chugging around from first will slide just before the tag and touch home. 10-4. Narron wins his Reds debut, 11-4. Clausen evens his record at 4-4. He goes 6 innings, allowing 7 hits and 3 earned. Valentin's 4 RBI ties a career high. The Reds offense wakes up, collecting 12 hits after being held to 4 last night.
We definitely swung the bats well early. Rich Aurilia hit a ball well, and big 3-run homer by Javier Valentin. And it's nice to get any kind of cushion. With the ball club we're playing, you never know if you have enough, but our guys felt pretty confident there with the way they were swinging the bats off a very good pitcher.
You can feel different, yeah. Everybody pumped up, and we wanna do better. I know we got a tough time, but we know we can do a lot better, and you can see tonight.
They head into Cleveland Friday for the Battle of Ohio, heading to the Jake with a new manager, a new pitching coach, and a new attitude, and maybe even a 2-game winning streak over the best in the National League. Reds already up 1-0. Bottom of second, Adam Dunn takes Mulder deep to right center. Reds lead 2-0. 4 batters later, Rich Aurilia, hitting over 400 in his last 14 games, goes to center to bring in Felipe Lopez, 3-zip. More in the second. Junior, looking for his 13th home run of the year, asked to settle for his 19th double. 2 more come in. Reds bat around and plate 4 in the inning. Bottom 3. Dunn hates to hit home runs with men on base. Second leadoff shot of the game. Number 20 on the year. Reds up 6-0 later in the third. Aurilia singling to left. Jason LaRue makes it 7-0. Aurelia's second straight 3-hit game. Ramon Ortiz spotless till the fifth when Mark Grudzielanek with a leadoff shot of his own. First of the 3 Cardinal runs. Bases loaded in the 8th for Larry Walker. Looks like a double play, but Felipe Lopez throws it away. Albert Pujols and Jim Edmonds score 7-6. We go to the 9th, 2 outs. Jim Edmonds. Kent Mercker gets him swinging for his first save of the year. Reds hold on to win 7-6. Jerry Narron a perfect 2-0 as Reds manager. Rich Aurilia going 3 for 5, 2 RBI, 2 runs scored since June 1st. He's raised his batting average 96 points to 290. Ortiz gets his 3rd win of the year, going 7 innings, allowing just 3 earned on 5 hits. Also, Louisville third baseman Edwin Encarnacion named to the International League All-Star team, and the Reds players, they have not forgotten their old manager, Dave Miley.
These guys you care about, and you don't want to see anybody get fired that you care about. And you know, when a team does bad, you know, they look at the manager. You know, they can't get rid of 25 guys. You know, they're going to get rid of 1, and he's going to be the first. And you know, it's just one of those things. I mean, you know, we hope that somebody gives him another chance, because he is a great guy.